Hello beautiful people, welcome back to our channel. The issue of insecurity is actually getting out of hand, and the likes of Olusegun Obasanjo have said to react very strongly over the matter, and they have actually sent a strong message to President Muhammadu Buhari. And don't forget that some hours back, the leadership of the president, the media person to the president, social media person, that's Nnamdi Kanu, just spoke strongly on behalf of the presidency, saying that Nnamdi Kanu will face the full wrath of the law. Ohaneze Ndigbo have also decided to reply that statement, judging the fact that those who wear the crown actually knows where is heaviest the most. Before we go into the newspaper to ram all this news into one, we'd like to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button. Beside it, you'll see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Where the former president Olusegun Obasanjo has said President Muhammadu Buhari must meet with the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, Nnamdi Kanu, before the ongoing crisis gets out of hand. Talking to Newsweek, Obasanjo, who as the president met with Niger Delta militant leaders in 2006 just to stop movement against oil installations, said, "I don't see anything wrong on that or wrong in that." Buhari meeting with Kanu, "I would not object to that. If anything, I would even encourage it. I would want to meet Kanu myself and talk to people like him, people of his age, and ask, what are your worries? Not only from the southeast, but from all parts of Nigeria." He said the army's heavy boot response to pro-Biafran sentiment is not the solution, and added that the secession craved by IPOB is not the way forward either. We need to satisfy the youth in job creation, in wealth creation, in giving them a better fulfilled life, in giving them hope for the future. There's no way out. There's no easy way out, Obasanjo actually added. And of course, very quickly, the Ohaneze Ndigbo have decided to respond to what the president... Here is what the Ohaneze said. The Apex Igbo Social-Cultural Organization, Ohaneze Ndigbo, has condemned in strong terms the disparaging and derogatory remarks made by Miss Onochie, President Buhari's aide on social medias, that the IPOB leader, that's indigenous people of Biafra leader Nnamdi Kanu, is a lunatic, and that Igbo leaders are senile to have demanded his release from custody. In a statement issued, National Publicity Secretary Chief Alex Obonaya said Onochie's remark smacked of betrayal like Judas and Esau that sold their master and their birthright respectively and suffered ignobly afterwards. Ohaneze Ndigbo therefore called on the people and the traditional ruler of Onitsha, Olona, Delta State, to call Onochie to order before she kneels herself. The statement reads, For Loretta Onochie to use such unquote words as neonats, ignorant, lack of sense of decency, hide face in shame, stupidity, and so on and so forth, in reference to referred traditional rulers, and the Archbishop is, to say the least, unreflective, audacious, rapt, despicable, and sacrilegious. The obnoxious role of denigrating one's kinsmen to be fully ingratiated and assimilated in another group is as old as mankind. However, the entrepreneurs of betrayal have never ended well. Onochie is versed in Holy Bible, where an apostle of Jesus by name Judas Iscariot was used to betray him, but Judas lived a life of regret till his sorrowful death. Several instances of betrayal for a delicious pot of porridge abounds, but the Greek methodology of how the crafty audacious danced naked in the marketplace is a pointer to the dangers of destroying your own for a filthy luxury. The letter of appeal to the president by the Council of Traditional Rulers and the Archbishop is strong enough to attract the attention of Mr. President for a discussion with Igbo leaders on the way forward about Nnamdi Kanu and other security challenges in the southeast. The claim by Onochie that Igbos hate President Muhammadu Buhari is both mischievous and malicious. Igbos by their character are faithful, audacious, and cosmopolitan. In other words, they relate freely with everybody. The demands on the presidency for a better condition for the Igbo cannot be construed as hatred. The warm reception accorded to Mr. President during his visit to Warri, Imo State, by Igbo dignitaries from all walks of life is a testimony to the Igbo willingness to work with Mr. President. What the Igbos want are very specific, and the solutions are within the powers of Mr. President. Wow, this is actually calling out Onochie, and if you check very well, and the statement they have made, they are very straightforward in their demands. They are saying that Onochie is going contrary to her where she's coming from. They referred to her attitude and character to Judas Iscariot and those who have betrayed their kinsmen, all just for a pot of porridge, and they're telling her to be careful, that usually the ends of betrayals are always never too good. And judging for what the former president of Nigeria, don't forget that we actually had two news put into one. Olusegun Obasanjo said there's really nothing really negotiating with Nnamdi Kanu. In his time, he actually did same. In his time, remember when the Niger Delta militant groups were always coming against the issue of oil bunkering, oil well, and all that. The president there, which is Olusegun Obasanjo, who he later handed over to the late Omar Yar'Adua, and President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, they negotiated with the militants. They heard them out, found out what their problem were, and they negotiated so that the country will not go up in flames. And they said, look, there's nothing wrong with President Muhammadu Buhari also having talks, dialogue with Nnamdi Kanu, to find out what their problem is, that even him as a person would love to have a word or two with Nnamdi Kanu and find out what their challenges are. And they said, look, go ahead, fight, by all means, is encouraging it. So was the president waiting for, according to what Chief Olusegun Obasanjo is actually saying? And they're now calling her out. The Ohaneze Ndigbo was actually calling her out, saying, look, that the words you used to traditional rulers, at least you are cultured. You would have used better words, calling them names. Is nothing short of, distancing, and, even the president himself never responded in that light, But let's very quickly feel the pulse of Nigerians. Of course, Nigerians are talking. This one here is saying, no condition is permanent. She must regret what she's saying with time. This one here is saying, well, I guess she's just looking at the now. She's being myopic and not looking at the future. This one here is saying, Nkitara Wanegi. Okay, I would prefer not to read that at all. This one here is saying, Onochie is actually forgetting that no one knows tomorrow. And though she was even rejected for INEC job, she should have thought twice. This one here is saying, when elders fail to act at the appropriate time and choose to turn blind eyes on issues at stake that are affecting more than 70 million Biafrans, if anyone classified them with whatever the person is right. This one here says, Onochie said it all as regards what is playing out in Southeast, but what was said that is wrong is actually the time. If Igbo leaders had taken action on time, Southeast wouldn't have been tormented. She shouldn't be crucified, but rather build on her criticism for future purposes. That's where we're going to wrap it up. Let's meet in the comment section. What's your take? Do you have